Welcome to Boulder City Council special meeting. We will call the meeting to order and have the posting and the roll call, please, Madam City Clerk Pro Tem.
Thank you, Mayor. This meeting has been posted in accordance to Nevada Open Meeting Law. All members are present in the chambers with the exception of Councilmember Booth, who will be participating via teleconference.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll open public comment for this portion of the meeting. It will be matters limited to the agenda that we're speaking on, so anybody who is here is welcome to come forward and say anything that they would like according to what's on the agenda. And do we have any written or phone in for public comment?
No written.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Denise Ashurst, for the record. Good morning, Mayor, City Council, and City staff. First, let me say congratulations to Sherry Jorgensen and Matt Fox for your victory today. I've often said, where much is given, much is required, and today Boulder City has given me much. To my family and friends who have been overwhelmingly supportive, I say thank you. To the small group that began meeting at the company store over 2 years ago, I say thank you. It was during COVID-19 that I realized the true meaning of adversity. While difficult to endure, hardships can also bring unexpected gifts and lessons learned. It can also bring people together to work towards a common goal, like the group, which grew into a genuine grassroots movement, while donors and supporters provided for all our needs and volunteers literally knocked on thousands of doors. Your dedication has been the cornerstone of our campaign. I am deeply humbled by the trust you have placed in me during this first leg of my campaign. Your support through volunteering, donating, and voting has been truly inspiring. And as I reflect on the journey so far, I am reminded of the profound words, "He who has begun a good work is faithful to complete it." I am honored to continue this work alongside such motivated and dedicated volunteers who from the beginning have understood the importance of this election. We have made significant strides and built a movement that cannot be ignored. And now together, we are more motivated and ready to march into the general election. Today, I'd like to remember Misty Nielsen, who prayed and encouraged me to never give up. I miss her dearly. Misty would have said today's victory shows the power of teamwork, which is the only way forward. So, how often does one get to serve their city? Today, I'd like to invite folks to join us with their gifts and talents. I look forward to seeing them on the campaign trail this summer, listening to questions and talking about their concerns. Please, everyone in this room and on the TV and around the world that's looking and listening, remember where much is given, much is required. May God bless the city of Boulder City, and may God bless the great state of Nevada. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone on the phone line?
No.
And no other written comments?
No other written comment.
We'll wait for a little bit to see if anybody wants to call in at 702-589-9629 for call-in on public comment related to the matter of the agenda today. And if anyone here would like to make public comment while we are waiting, that would be appropriate. No one on the phone line? We'll close public comment and go to special agenda for possible action. Canvassing the returns and certification of the abstract for the June 11th, 2024 municipal primary election. Madam City Clerk Pro Tem.
Thank you. The primary municipal election was held on June 11, 2024. The deadline to receive voted mail ballots returned through the post office was 5 p.m. on June 15, 2024. The deadline to cure mail ballots was 5 p.m. on June 17, 2024. Per the Boulder City Charter Section 96.8, a candidate receiving votes equal to a majority of voters casting ballots in that election shall be considered elected to one of the vacancies, and his or her name shall not be placed on the ballots for the general municipal election. There were a total of 4,339 votes cast. Any candidate receiving more than 2,170 of the votes cast shall be elected in the primary. Sherry Jorgensen received 2,311 votes and will be considered elected in the primary and will be sworn in to office at the November 26, 2024 City Council meeting. The two candidates with the most votes were Denise Ashers with 2,139 votes and Matt Fox with 1,217 votes. Candidates Ashers and Fox will run for one city council seat in the November 5th, 2024 general municipal election.
Thank you. And recognizing that this is a city council meeting, is there discussion? Would anyone like to say anything about this election?
I will. Our city clerk and staff are our election officials for the city and work tirelessly, both leading up to the election as well as during the election period, late evenings and early mornings, and traveling into the Clark County Election Department and staying and communicating with staff and with the elected officials. So I want to say thanks to all of our city clerk staff and all that they've done during this time, and to give us accurate and concise results for our local election.
Any other comments?
Yeah, thank you to the city staff that took care of all the election stuff and working real hard. Sherry, congratulations. Denise, congratulations. I look forward to the next 5 months of a lot of work. That's it for me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ditto. Very grateful. We have a wonderful staff, and each of them has a different role to fulfill. And at this point, it was the clerk's office to be able to show what makes them wonderful, and that is helping us successfully run an election cycle that is done the right way. Hence, we're here. I just want to echo the words. I realize much has been given, and I have a deep sense of gratitude for that, for an opportunity to serve again for 4 more years. It's very humbling to me. I do not take it lightly, and I will make sure that I give my all, which I have always promised to do, and I will do it again. And so thank you so very much, Boulder City. I'm very humbled. Thank you.
Ms. Booth?
I just want to echo the same thing, that I think everybody has done a fantastic job at the city clerk's office, and we appreciate their efforts.
Thank you. I was looking at the numbers, and it was kind of interesting when we are all done and when we take a motion to send this on to the Secretary of State. The things that struck me was 80% of the population of Boulder City is registered to vote. That means there are not as many either registered or reached a magic age of 18. Enlightening as I did those numbers. And of the registered voters, 36% voted in this primary election, which may be the highest in the area, but that will remain to be seen. And then of the total ballots cast, which means one person, 50% had a mail-in ballot, and 23% voted early on the machines, and 27.19 voted on the machines on election day. And so on that, there were no discrepancies in the 4,339 ballots cast in the 6 precincts in Boulder City. And there were no tabulation errors in the 6 precincts in the primary election. And there were 5 provisional ballots that were cast during the election. 3 were verified and counted, and 2 were not registered to vote. This has been a very clean election, very impressive. And so I appreciate everyone who's participated in the election process, supporting, running, doing, thinking, and more importantly than anything else, everyone who actually came out and voted. Now, I thought I would define a provisional ballot. Basically, it's somebody who came to the polls, registered the same day as they wanted to vote, and they had to be verified that they were indeed registered, and 3 of those people were indeed verified that they were eligible to vote. 2 were not, and so those 2 were not counted. Now, we use different words in the election process. One of the words we use is canvass. And it means different things to different people, but in this context, when we accept a motion to canvass these returns, this means examine in detail. And so we have looked at the results of the voting, for instance, and we've looked at all of those different percentages, and we know what has happened, and so we have, in essence, examined in detail the voting results. And so when I am getting ready to take a motion that will basically say, the city clerk respectfully requests that the city council canvass the results and certify the abstract of June 11, 2024 Boulder City Municipal Primary Election, and direct the city clerk to transmit to the city, to the Secretary of State. So the motion I would like to accept is those exact words. So if somebody could make that motion, I would appreciate it. Out loud.
All right. Let me find the language that you just repeated there,
Yeah,
Mayor.
I can do it if you hand it to me.
Yeah.
I'd like to move to canvass the returns and approve the abstract from June 11th, 2024, primary municipal election, and direct the city's clerk transmit the results to the Nevada Secretary of State.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Aye.
Any opposed say nay. It's been unanimous. Thank you very much. That has passed. And that being said, we will now go to the second public comment of the evening that can be about anything. And if someone is here, they are welcome to come forward in public comment, and limit yourself to 5 minutes. And those who would like to call in, 702-589-9629, 589-9629, any written or called in yet?
No.
Okay. And we'll wait a little while and see if anyone wants to come in or brave enough to come up to the podium. Open invitation.
Morning.
Morning.
My name is Jason King. I'm the pastor at Calvary Chapel, Boulder City. I also have the great pleasure of serving as the chaplain of the Boulder City Fire Department. How about we do that while we're in chamber? So I was at the annual awards gala for the fire department, police department, and our courts last night, and it was an outstanding event, and I just want to express my gratitude to the city, city leadership, and city department heads, and everybody related to how our city gets governed and budgeted and led and so on, and the support that the city has provided for fire and for police and for courts and for all of those that are frontline of responding to immediate needs and just the overall cause of justice and protection and servanthood in our city. And I just want to express gratitude as a pastor, as a community leader, as a community member, and as chaplain of fire. Just thank you. Thank you to the city it is a blessing to be able to partner in the ways that we do in Boulder City. So I thank God for this city, and I thank God for you.
Thank you. Anyone on the phone line?
No.
Seeing no one on the phone line, no other people coming forward here, and we do not need to have any other item of business from here, and therefore meeting adjourned. Thank you.